When you talk about eating healthy, few people have a better recipe for living than the man Martha Teichner has been foraging with. After which we'll sample a drink that's the toast of San Francisco with our John Blackstone.
There's actually some berries back here.
Really?
It's like some blackberry.
Ooh, I love blackberries. For me, it was fun. Look at that.
Something.
Yay, blackberries.
And all this beautiful sage.
But for Chef Sean Sherman, a member of the Oglala Lakota tribe,
We're gonna harvest just a little bit of this stuff, but we're gonna leave a little bit of tobacco down first. It's just kind of a prayer and offering.
foraging in the Minnesota countryside
So this is milkweed.
is like a spiritual return.
That's a huge sunflower.
Yeah, we can actually cook that too.
To a time when Native Americans lived on the plants and animals that grew wild
You can steam it, you can boil it.
across a country that was theirs.
This is amazing. It's like a field of magic.
Yeah, there's a lot here. We're gonna make a little bit of a kind of a wild soup.
Sherman is on a mission to celebrate and showcase Native cuisine and give the past a future.
You can throw a dart at a map of North America, and wherever it lands, there's going to be culture, history, food, people, and flavor to play with right there, and so many stories to tell. You can write a book.
He's done just that. The Sioux Chef's Indigenous Kitchen won this year's James Beard Award for Best American Cookbook. Sherman spent a couple of decades cooking in fancy kitchens around Minneapolis before deciding to apply what he knew to native foods. The Sioux Chef is the name of the catering company he started in 2014.
It's fun to put artistry on the plates and make food look pretty, but it's really about having these food pieces tell their story, because we think about our grandparents and our great-grandparents and the foods that they ate. And for a lot of Native American peoples who were removed from their foodways, they started to lose a lot of those stories.
When European settlers seized their lands, when their bison were killed, and poverty corrupted their diet.
So if you look at the epidemics that we have in health crisis on Native reservations, you see immense amount of type 2 diabetes, obesity, heart disease, all these things based off of a bad diet. So it just really shot me on a path to try to figure out what were my Lakota ancestral foods.
Which is why Sherman is taking his recipes for healthy traditional food to reservations, including the Prairie Island Indian community southeast of Minneapolis, along the Mississippi River, home to members of the Dakota Nation.
You just get what you can reach. Just throw them in a bowl.
This may not look like a political statement. Enlisting kids from the tribe to help him gather and cook foods their ancestors ate.
Yeah, it's fine, because we'll save these seeds because we can grow them next year in the garden, okay?
But it is. He says he's decolonizing their diet. Not on the menu, beef, chicken, refined sugar, dairy products, wheat flour, foods brought by European settlers.
So tonight we have cedar braised bison with wild aronia berries that we harvested. Enjoy.
Sean Sherman's goal? Not just to produce a healthy meal,
I'm glad you're doing it.
but to feed the soul of a nation.
What do you guys think of the dinner? Having this chance to impact communities, all of my being poured into it. You know, I really feel it, and I am gaining a voice that we're able to share to help others have a voice.
Does that feel pretty good?
And it feels great.